Hello everyone. Today we will study the first chapter of class 6th science, that is food. Where does it come from? All of us, we have to know about the food that we eat in everyday life. Daily we eat various things as food. So food is any substance or any material that we eat, and after its digestion we get energy. This energy we utilize to do various activities in our body, to survive, to grow, to for excretion, for respiration, and many other activities that are being taken in carried out in our body. So for doing these all activities and for our survival and for our existence also, we need energy, and this energy comes from the food. So food is any material, any substance that gives us energy after its digestion in our body. So we can define the food as the substance that we eat to get energy by its digestion in our body. So now if we take examples that in our daily life, in every day we eat various types of food materials. So next we can take as food items. So these are the food materials that we eat daily. These are known as food items, and we can take the examples of these food items as various things we eat. And these are, for example, we eat chapati, roti, paratha, rice, kheer, dal, potato sabji, besan curry, puri, idli, dosa, mango pickle, poha, pulao, omelette, fish curry, then coriander chutney, and many other things also we eat. But these are the common examples of the food items that we eat generally. Now, ingredients. Ingredients are the materials which are needed to make a food item or food dish. Before this we studied that various food items we eat in a day, and these food items are made with the help of some materials, substances. So these materials with which we make a food item or food dish, we take a common example, kheer. We eat kheer. So what the which things are used or needed or required to make kheer? Commonly we know that to make kheer we need raw rice, water, milk, sugar, etc. So these are the common things which are needed, required to make kheer. So kheer is the food item that we eat, and the things which are needed to make kheer are known as its ingredients. So meaning of ingredients means the things, the materials which are needed to make a food item or food dish. These are known as ingredients. And now we take some examples to clarify this term ingredients. So there are some examples. So all of us, we are take an example as roti. So roti is the food item, and we need some ingredients, some materials to make roti. So these materials which are needed to make roti are known as its ingredients, and roti is the food item. So for making roti we need flour, that may be of bajra, that may be of wheat, that may be of maize, etc. Then water, then salt, etc. So these are the materials which are needed to make a food item roti. So these are the ingredients, and this is the food item. The second example we take as rice, common rice, boiled rice. So to make this common rice, boiled rice, we need raw rice, water, etc. Two things are required, needed to make rice. Then third example is kheer, that we have discussed already also. Kheer, raw rice, milk, sugar, water, dry fruits, etc. are the materials which are required to make kheer. So these are the ingredients of kheer. Next example, besan curry. So to make besan curry, we need besan, curd, cooking oil, water, spices, etc. So these are the ingredients of besan curry. Next example we take as idli. To make idli, we need rice flour, water, baking soda, suji or rava, etc. Then moong dal, cooking oil, spices, water, moong pulse or moong dal, etc. These are the ingredients of moong dal. Like this, the next example is omelette. So to make omelette, that is a food item, we need some things, some materials. These are the ingredients of omelette. So and these ingredients of omelette are eggs, cooking oil, chopped onion, chili, tomato and spices, etc. These are the ingredients of omelette. Food materials, the things or substances that are needed to make various food items that we eat. In a day, we eat various food items, and to make these food items, we need some things or some materials which are known as food materials. Those are also known as the ingredients. So now, from where we obtain these food ingredients or food materials. So now the things, the substances or the places from where we get or we obtain the food materials are known as the sources of these food materials. So sources of food materials means the things from which we get or obtain various food materials are the sources of the food materials. Now we take examples of the sources. These sources of food materials may be three. First is plants, second animals, and third other sources other than plants and animals. They may be oceans, mines, rocks, siege, lakes, etc. Now we are taking some examples of the sources of various food materials. So firstly, the rice that is needed to make kheer, that is needed to make idli, rice, etc. So this rice we obtain from plants. This comes from the paddy plant. That is, rice plant is known as paddy plant. So we get from paddy plant, and the source is plants. Wheat flour, maize flour, bajra flour, jowar flour, etc. So these we are taking wheat flour that comes from the plants as wheat plant. Eggs, source of eggs is animals, hens. Then meat we obtain from animals like goat, fish, birds, etc. From these animals we get meat. So the source of meat will be animals. Now salt, that is also an important ingredient of various food dishes or food items. So salt we do not get from the plants and animals. We get it from the oceans, rocks or lakes. So this source is other than plants and animals. After that, fruits, we get fruits from the plants. So source will be plants. After that, milk we get from animals. After that, vegetables we get from plants. So these are the sources of these food materials.